Okay, call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners, May 6th. Leanne?
Commissioner Ernst, Commissioner Engel, Commissioner Rollins, Commissioner Vogelsang, Commissioner Wright.
Here. Any changes to the agenda? Nope. Public requests? Open the floor. Nobody's jumping up. Yes? Go ahead.
Hi, I think everyone in this room knows who I am. Stephen Kosowski. I just want to get up here and on behalf of my entire family, thank everybody for everything you've done to help bring the tower back. And we're really, really appreciative. And it's hard to talk about it, but really, really looking forward to climbing the tower and remembering Jacob. Thanks again. That's all I had to say.
So much for coming. Okay, we'll do approval of the minutes of the previous board meeting held on April 15th.
Second.
Commissioner Ernst, Commissioner Engel, Commissioner Rollins, Commissioner Vogelsang, Commissioner Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, regular business. Sugar Sand Park Fieldhouse Generator Maintenance. Brianne.
Commissioners, page 6 of your agenda packets is a brief memo kind of detailing where we are with the Fieldhouse generator. We budgeted to replace the generator this year. We can actually do some maintenance work on it under a state contract in the amount of $56,168. Looking tonight for approval of that as presented in your agenda packets.
Ruth?
Any discussion? Yep.
I had some inquiries from members of the public about the fact that we didn't bid this particular project. And I explained to them how the process worked, but I'd like for Bria, in case they're listening in, to give us a little understanding as why we don't have to go to bids on this.
So we are piggybacking off of a state contract. It was bid through all the state requirements. This was done back in, so we're going by pricing that was given to the state in 2022, which will probably give us a much better pricing than if we went out to bid today in 2024. So the contract that we are going on is a contract that's good for the state of Florida from 2022 to 2026. And it gives us an opportunity to get the work done immediately under the pricing that was offered in 2022.
Thank you, Brianne, for that explanation.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? Nope. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang. Yes. Commissioner Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, moving on to number 2, Sugar Sand Park columns.
Commissioners, in your agenda packets on page 14 is an overview of where we are with the column repairs that are needed at Sugar Sand Park. This was a project that was identified last year. We budgeted for it this year. We did put together an RFP. We advertised it. We had 3 bids that came back, all very different. So tonight is kind of a 2-part ask. I'm asking tonight to reject the 3 bids that we got because they were very diverse. And then we'd like to rebid the project. A couple of things is we're just going back through the specs, and we're also going to have a required pre-bid conference to make sure any prospective bidders actually go on site, meet with the WZA, and walk through the project so that hopefully we can clarify any of the discrepancies that came in previously. So the first step tonight is just need a motion tonight to reject all the bids.
Second.
Any discussion? Nope. Go ahead.
Commissioner Ernst, Commissioner Engel, Commissioner Rollins, Commissioner Vogelsang, Commissioner Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
And I guess more or less direction. This is work that has to get done, so we'd like to just rebid the project. I just want to make sure everybody's comfortable moving forward with that.
Reject.
Okay. Go ahead.
Commissioner Ernst, Commissioner Engel, Commissioner Rollins, Commissioner Vogelsang, Commissioner Wright.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, and moving on to number 3, Patrick Park Playground update.
Commissioners, we are in pre-permitting with the city of Boca. WZA is working the Patrice Park Playground through pre-permitting while the construction documents are being put together, which we should have this week. But this is going to be helpful for us so that when we're ready to construct, the permitting process is pretty much done. One of the things that has come up is they've asked us to get an arborist report complete for the project. It's a good idea just to check the health of all the trees on site. So this report would be an extension of WZA services. They'll contract this out. Just looking for tonight for approval of it as presented, starting on page 18.
Approve.
Any discussion, comments, questions?
Recommendation by someone to get an arborist report for almost $5,000 just to find out the health of each tree in the park.
This is going to get us through permitting, yes. This is part of the permitting the environmentalist is going to want to see an arborist report on this playground.
Just the playground or the entire park?
The site, just the site of the playground. There's a lot of trees.
Okay.
Commissioner Ernst? Commissioner Engel? Commissioner Rollins? Commissioner Vogelsang? Commissioner Wright?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, and moving on to approval of payroll and invoices. Commissioner Ernst?
I'm Chair, I'd like to make a motion for payroll and invoices in the amount of $3,621,703.18.
Commissioner Ernst? Commissioner Engel? Commissioner Rollins? Commissioner Vogelsang? Commissioner Wright?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Hey, reports and discussion items. Go ahead.
Just a few updates. The work on the pilot plot that was approved at a previous meeting is going to start this week at North Park. So you'll start to see some equipment out there. Responses to our request for proposals for continuing services to hire additional architect engineering services. Those are due this week on May 8th. So by the end of the week, we should have all the digital copies sent to you all via links. The Gumbo Limbo Tower, as Mr. Kozowski referenced, is going through the punch list at this point. So it's getting really close to being complete, and that's exciting. And then the root pruning of the trees where the Patrick Park pickleball facility will be located has begun also. So that's underway, and those are my updates.
Do you have anything?
Real quick. Only item I have is that House Bill 7013, which I know Sam and Jacob discussed, was signed by the governor, so.
Hey, Steve, you want to go first?
Thank you, Steve, for coming in. I take it personally as an honor to have done this for Jacob. So, thank you. Excuse me. Second, I just want to acknowledge best wishes for Barbara Chaffee, who's ill right now. And just to put on the record that my thoughts and prayers are with her and Harold.
Thoughts. So thank you. Thank you, Stephen, and best wishes to Barbara and Harold.
Those are two of the best recommendations, Steve and Craig. And Steve, thank you much for coming tonight. We're honored that we could honor your son and appreciate your comments tonight. The only other thing is I just want to go on record in saying that I did vote to support the covered pickleball courts.
I saw that in the paper and I was like, wait, that's not
Yeah,
right.
We checked the record, and you definitely voted yes.
yes. So in spite of what the misrepresentation was in the newspaper, and some of the comments were taken out of context, but I think it still expressed my sentiments anyway about the subject. Thank you.
Yes, I ditto on Barbara. I hope she's recovering well. And Steve, thank you for coming. It's an honor to have you here. Um, I'm going to be the Raoul of the golf group because I'm getting lots of phone calls and lots of texts, and everybody's wondering when we're going to go out for an RFP for the northwest side. I try to explain that it's not going to be, we can't dig up the ground until we own the property. And but I did have a very good conversation with somebody from Bobby Jones today, and he gave me some really interesting statistics. 9-hole courses are now becoming probably the most popular to play because of the time constraints and because the kids are getting out there. And if we have a course that is the length that is necessary, we can have junior tournaments out there. $226.1 billion is the total economic impact of golf in the U.S. as of 2023. And there are 45 million golfers. That's a lot more than that we have golfers than pickleballers. So I love the pickleballers, but we've served them. We're spending money on their passion, and the golfers are going to start coming back and asking us to start looking for a design because it takes time. Look how long it's been taking for Boca Paddle. So I would love to have golf, a golf discussion on the agenda in say in one of the June meetings, if that's possible. And that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all echo what Steve had said. And I saw the invitation to the ribbon cutting, and that was a beautiful picture. It was awesome. So, and then the only other thing I had was the Lake Wyman ribbon cutting I went to, right, Craig? We were there. And it's a super cool park or renovation. Sorry, Wyman, Rutherford, they're all connected, I guess. But they did a really cool renovation there, and once the trees grow in on the island and stuff like that, it'd be super cool. I haven't had a chance to take the paddleboard out there yet, but if you get a chance, it's super easy access from the parking lot right to the ramp, the little what is it, launch, I guess it's called. So if you get a chance, go out to the city's new renovated park. Yes, we have a blow up. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but
Really, really nice if we could connect Gumbo Limbo and the Rutherford Park for canoes. You know, like it used to have a whole little house with canoes that could be pulled down and stuff like that. And it really makes a lot of value, I think, to the community to be able to do that. And Ocean Strand. I mean, it all needs to interconnect some way, somehow. And I know it's a project, but I think it would be a beautiful addition to the community to do that.
Ern.
Ernst? Commissioner Engel?
Yes.
Commissioner Rollins?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogelsang? Commissioner Ray? Motion passes.
right, we are adjourned.
Wow. Wow.